Good morning, everybody. It is the morning of March 15th in 2025, and it's already 1 o'clock East time. So things are kind of starting to get under the way. So I'm making this one last video before all that kind of blew up. So real quick, I'm gonna talk a little bit about last night. So last night I was up until like 2 o'clock in the morning tracking storms through Missouri, Arkansas, Mississippi, Illinois, and there was some few intense tornadoes. It looked like probably a couple EF3 plus tornadoes. I'm already seeing like some damage pictures, and it does look like there was some really big tornadoes that went through a couple of these Arkansas, Missouri towns, and of course my home area, my childhood area in St. Louis was impacted. There was a couple tornadoes near Gray Summit, Wildwood, and a couple tornadoes around the airport in St. Louis area. Some of them doesn't look too big, but there was one in Gray Summit that looked like it was an EF2 or EF3 tornado. It was a pretty impressive tornado. And then further south, across southeast Missouri and northern Arkansas, there was some really nasty tornadoes, and it was really tough to track them because they were in the radar holes. But still, a couple towns got hit pretty hard, and look like we're already up to 19 people dying from last night's storms. And I would say the verification scores was really good on SBC part. You can see tornadoes happening right across the moderate risk area, and then you got the winds and the hail a little bit further north. And it looked like they absolutely nailed it, the area of the severe weather. So that's like some really impressive work as always from SPC. And then here's the tornado verification. Again, right on the money. Right on the money. It looked like storms got pretty nasty a little bit earlier than what we were expecting down in Arkansas. But other than that, it looked like right on the money. Really good verification scores. They're saying 26 tornadoes reports now, but that number always go up as National Weather Service office send people out to survey the damage, and it's gonna really fill in quickly. In fact, I had to guess, we probably got 50 to 100 tornadoes last night. It was a lot of tornadoes. It was a lot of tornado warnings. It was a pretty busy night. So we're gonna move on and start talking about this day. Today, and I'm getting my marker out. Oh my god. Alright, so this is like the last night's stuff. So tornadoes going across Arkansas. We're in practice stuff here. And then we got like the morning convection going through northern Mississippi. Now there was like a pretty nasty tornado cell in this area about an hour ago. Yeah, you can kind of see, well, that's from last night, sorry. Right there, yeah, there was a nasty cell. And on that top bit, look, watch this here. That was a big tornado in Mississippi last night, going across here. So, yeah, and then, look over here, you can see last night tornadoes kind of really picking up in that area here in northeast Arkansas. So, alright, so back to today, sorry about that. So we got these cells here in eastern Louisiana and southwest Mississippi, and that's probably going to be the main players going into central part of Mississippi and Alabama into the high risk area, which is about right here. So we're already like seeing the main players setting up for the big show later on. And so right now there is like a little capping. Right over here we got what we call the EML, which is like a cap. And it's coming in from like the dusty area of New Mexico and Texas. And what it does during it's preventing the storm from blowing up too much. until these storms move into better environment, better dynamics. Now, you can tell the difference. These storm up north here, it's kind of like blowing up too much convection to become real tornado threats. So that is like, it's getting sloppy. Sloppy as in nice looking storms, as in reducing the tornado threats. Because the EML's a little bit farther south, but this is what really matters anyway. So, as the day go on, as the storm move into this area over here, Mississippi and Alabama, the EML is gonna go away, and it's gonna be like, right now, the atmosphere is basically like shaking the Dr. Pepper, and then you're uncapping, you get the praise now, you're uncapping the cap, and then you take the cap off, it's gonna squirt out all the soda up into the air. Same idea here with the atmosphere. Once the cap is undone, it's gonna send all the air partial bursting up into the air, into nasty updrafts to sustain the tornadoes long term. So, yeah. And then you can see the high risk area. They really ain't changed it too much since last night. But that's the high risk area over Mississippi and Alabama. And then we got a little bit in moderate risk going Georgia and Tennessee for overnight threats. And then we got the tornado, like the chance of tornado is about 30%, 30 to 44% for central Mississippi and Alabama. And that's the area I was mentioning with the multiple cells. Oh my goodness. Multiple cells in this area right now. We got 2 supercells, and they're kind of like moving into this prime area here. So that's something we're going to be watching out for in the next couple of hours. So I'm going to, briefly look at the satellite. And this is about an hour ago, and I want to show you why. Oh my gosh, I don't want this. Hold on. Send it back a little bit earlier. Yeah, right there. So, the reason I want to point this out is we got what is called the confluence banning here. This is kind of where our current storm are on, and then we got a couple more banning here. And then tornadoes love this stuff. It's where air is coming together at the surface level, like this, and you get like these rubbles of air here, something like that, and then you'll have like storms forming on them right here. And that was partly why April 27th was so bad. It's because there was like multiple of these lines forming that day, and the storm kind of like attached to it. And yeah. So that's what's going on here. And then we're going to play it a little bit forward. Oh my goodness, the satellite's updating. You can see it. You can see those confluence bands moving at the surface here at the storm, and yeah, this is ongoing storms right here. And I'm trying to get the marker again. We got the line here. Oh Jesus, we got the line here, and then we got two supercells kind of attaching to it. And tornadoes like that. So it's gonna be once again moving into the main threats area, and then it's gonna come. Oh yeah, we have another supercell kind of forming down here. I can see it, but you get the idea. And then we already got the PDS tornado watch, the PDS particularly dangerous situation tornado watch. Or special tornado watches for big days like today, and we get about 10 of them per year. So those are like pretty special tornado watches. And we got one for today over Mississippi, and they probably will issue one over Alabama in a couple hours. And once again, we got the main theme here. We got the multiple supercells kind of getting ready to move into more dangerous area. And this is also pretty rare. You rarely ever see the chance of tornado being over 95% for the entire watch. So they're very sure we're going to see 2 or more tornadoes in the entire watch area. And they're very sure we're going to get more than one storm tornadoes, which is yet 2+. And it's kind of mad out. You're never going to get higher than over 95% on these. And I only ever seen this like maybe on 3 or 4 tornado watches in the last 20 years. And you guessed it, one of them was on April 27, 2011. And once again, talk about the supercells down here. It's going to be moving into better area once the capping goes. And the Storm Prediction Center is saying the same thing I am. Like, that's the area to watch for eastern Mississippi here. That is the area to watch. And then also mentioning for later in the day, there'll be another tornado watch. It's going to be another PDS tornado watch over Alabama. And of course, because of high risk day, it's the PDS tornado watches are pretty much automatic. And of course, we got this page. I love this page. This is very useful for nowcasting for weather. So, once again, mentioning these 2 supercells, and you can see the low-level Hell City, or rather, the low-level motion, or shit the best over eastern Mississippi and western Alabama. And then we got these players about to move into it. And I think we got another guy kind of forming to the south, and it's gonna move over here, like that. So, like, this is all happening really quickly. And then it wouldn't surprise me we get a couple tornadoes up here too as they move into Tennessee or far northwest Alabama. So that's something to keep an eye on for sure. And then I want to change it to, yeah, you can see the best per year for a violet tornado is down here. Some really insane numbers. And then, yep, still about the same as earlier. And looking at the service observation, here, look at the dew points are about 70 in southern Mississippi, so the dew points are kind of crazy down here. And the service winds are really back up. And then we got the secondary low forming here. As it lifts up, it's gonna make the storm blow up even more during the day. And then you can see get the sense of where the warm front is. So we have the warm front kind of like in this general area, and that's gonna be important because these storms are gonna attach to the boundaries, and it's gonna produce tornadoes. And this area is what we call the open warm sector. And those are really nasty storm because they're more spacing from each other, so that more spacing to take advantage of the environment and become nastier. Real quick, I'm not gonna go over it too much. I talked a little bit about this last night, but what we're looking for is this. We got like this bit loop happening here, very favorable for bit tornadoes. And then, sorry about that. So we got like this bit hook here, favorable for bit tornadoes. And then we got the service wind backing. And then we got really strong mid-level winds to higher level winds. And then you got the EML here, which is like capping the storms here. We got the cap in a couple spots. But once these guys go away, the storm is gonna blow up and take advantage of the thunderstorm fuel. And the numbers are kind of eye-popping here with the caper over 2000s. And of course, the numbers are also pretty insane here. Those are high-end numbers, for sure, for sure. And then, yeah. And, of course, this is supportive of Class to Supercell. So there you have it. And then, of course, one last images is something called the 3WP, and it's kind of like scanning the air for the wind profile here. And this is also really freaky insane for sure. We got that little hook here, because the winds is rotating as we get higher up into the air. So these numbers are Columbia up into the air, like the Columbia, and then we got the wind, like the strength, the wind speed here. So as the air particle go higher up into the air, it's gonna twist around, and the wind speed is gonna increase. So you got that twisted motion here that's going on, and this is the very, very high-end profile here. You're never gonna see a better profile for bit tornadoes than this. So that's really all I have to say for today. So I'm gonna touch on tomorrow a little bit more. It is still a slight risk over South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, and we do have 5% chance of tornado for South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia. And then that is something I can talk a little bit more about later in the day. So yeah, there you have it. I hope you're enjoying it, this super quick briefing. Let me know if you like it. Make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, like the video, share it with your family and friends, and I'll catch you all later. Have a good one.